Before we go any further, I wanted to share something real quick. And that is Papa Neeks interrupting me the second I hit record. He knew. He knew exactly what was happening. Did it on purpose. Contradiction. Dead Space. And Spider-Man 2. Thank you very, very much. Always appreciate. Thank you, Papa Neeks. So, I was just curious, because I don't want to sound derogatory. However, I couldn't think of many Genesis games, specifically Genesis games, that I thought would actually qualify for great territory. There were a few, right? But, like, not that many. A very N64 kind of a situation. So I decided to look up a few top lists, and I'm going to share with you one of these. The top 25 Genesis games, okay? So start at 25, obviously, which is Golden Axe 2. I've never played that, so I can't comment on it. Then we have Sword of Vermilion. I haven't played that either. And then above that we have Landstalker, which I haven't played. And then NBA Jam, which I haven't played. Then Monster World 4, which I haven't played. Castlevania Bloodlines. Now, I have played that. It's fine. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just don't think it's, like, a great. Then, and I really wish Rax was here for this, Sonic & Knuckles, which is listed as the 19th best game of the Genesis. Below, the next entry, which is Altered Beast. Now, I'm gonna jump in here. Altered Beast is certainly memorable. Do we think it's better than Sonic & Knuckles? Above that is Columns, which is a puzzle game. And then Toe Jam and Earl, which, okay, sure, whatever. Earthworm Jim 2. Then Sonic 3. Okay. Then Mega Bomberman. Taz in the Escape from Mars. Contra Hardcore. WWF Raw. Shinobi 3. Comic Zone. I'll actually give you that one. Streets of Rage 2. That's another one I'll give you. Quackshot starring Donald Duck, which... James Pond 2, which I haven't played. Combat Cars, which I've never even heard of. This is number 4. And so the third best game they list for the Genesis is Rystar, which... The second game they have... Now, this one I kind of get. Rocket Knight Adventures, which I have played. And, yeah, okay, I can kind of see that. And the number 1, of course, is Sonic 2. No surprise there, although I don't think I agree that Sonic 2 deserves to be on the top of the list. Anyways. Yeah, I know, right, Frieza? Like... Yeah, I would also say Sonic Knight is probably better than Sonic 2. Go figure. Or sorry, Rocket Knight is better than Sonic 2. Anyways. No Phantasy Star at all. I was actually looking. Although I don't know which Phantasy Stars came out on the Genesis. Alright, so anyways, so yeah, about the game we're playing. Which is not on that list, by the way. Okay. That. Oh my god, he's chasing me. He's actually chasing me. He actually chased me. Did you see that? Oh my god, he chased me across the jump. Oh, Sonic 2 is definitely a more iconic game. Like, Sonic 2 is, in many ways, the Mega Man 2 of Sonic, right? Calling it the best is just... eyebrow-raising. I have been told Ecco 2 is much better, and even the tiny bit I played felt better, so probably, yeah. Oh, this is just a dick move. Look at this. Look at this. I feel like Sonic 3 Keeping in mind I haven't played Sonic 3. But from what I've heard, Sonic 3 is probably the Mega Man 5. The polished formula. And from what I understand, the only Sonic 2D Sonic classic game that surpasses Sonic and Knuckles is Mania, and that's got a lot of time and development and gaming history at its back. Wow, this is just an enemy spam area. Look at this. Look at all the damage everywhere. And by the way, this entire section has no air. So you're in a rush while going through a section without air, while dealing with trilobites. Yep, that sucked. Okay. Okay, Timonesh, 1 second, please. 1 second, 1 second. An umle. Oh god. And it is. Okay, hang on. This music is already killing my brain. So I swear Outer Worlds 2 is on the list, but the only way to actually verify that is to double check myself. And that means that's going to take a minute to load. While that's loading, thank you for the sub, Timonesh. I do always appreciate you. I will figure that out in a minute once that's done loading. Okay, we're almost there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting so close. We're on stage 20. 26 is the machine. Oh, right. I was going to jot down a negative. Okay, Outer World. Agreed, Jetstro. That has always been my biggest complaint about the Sonic games. I had that problem with Sonic Mania as well. Wow, it looks like Outer Worlds might actually not be on the list? It can't be. No, it's right there. It's right there. I found it. I found it. I found it. So I'll put that towards Outer Worlds 2, Wrath of the Righteous, and Rogue Trader. Okay. By the way, I got the weirdest, best compliment today. I'm not actually joking. It was really nice. Someone mentioned that I'm an excellent streamer in comparison to other streamers, which admittedly kind of sounds like an insult. But no, like, the idea was that several other streamers don't know how to have coherent sentences, or stay even remotely on a topic, or avoid dead air, or do things other than meme constantly, etc., etc., etc. See, it's funny you say that, because there are several 3D Sonics I like, but most of them really are just kind of 2D Sonics that happen to be in 3D, if that makes any sense. Like Sonic Colors, which might as well be a 2D game. These trilobites are the worst. These are the worst, especially since you can't easily turn around. Like, these might deserve an enemy negative, individually, just for how badly designed they are. Yeah, those trilobites are like, kill the dolphin. And their homing is insane. I absolutely did, Kendall. And I'm not going to undo that before you ask. Hello? Can I go by, please? Nope, nope, that's an enemy. Okay. Where the hell am I? Yeah, the trilobites are like, we hate all life. All civilization. This is such a dick move. Look at this. This is almost guaranteed to kill you. You may not... Okay, so we found a door. Cool. Oh my god, we can actually damage it. Wow. Got the key. I don't know how you're supposed to fight that guy without dying. I really don't. God, this enemy spam. Maybe, Kendall? I mean, whatever playlist Hitman is in is probably what I would automatically put it in. Where the hell am I? What stage am I on? Hang on, what stage is this? This should be dark water, right? Where the hell am I? Where am I? Oh, we're in Trilobite Pond. Okay, no wonder. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. I had the wrong map up. Okay, God. Alright, so... this crap again. Sorry, I'm kind of lost right now because I've been looking at the wrong map. Get out of my way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. Oh, they found me. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here. You're now invincible. Cool, cool. The hell? Are they just sitting in one spot with their freaking sirens on? God dang it. Okay, there we go. Key get. Apparently a key and an invuln. Okay, that makes less sense, but sure. that's such a dick move. I just realized what I did wrong on this stage. That's such a dick move. So this is the exact same route we went last time, but we accidentally went to the right last time. You know, where the current is pushing us. If you go left, that's the end of the stage. Wow, okay, so now we're on dark water. Yay! Okay, so now dark water. Okay. We're fine. We're good. Everything's good. I've seen the machine several times. I have never beaten it. I have already vowed to my sister, never mind to Ross, that I am going to make a solid attempt at the machine with absolutely no cheats on. And a map will not help. Like, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you the machine. And then you're going to understand why a map does not help. Oh, whatever. So there's our air refill. Okay, cool. Okay, there's our key. That's insidious. Did you see what I just had to do? Like, how are you supposed to do that without taking more damage? And it's another of these stupid things. Just gonna skip him. Oh my god, Mr. Red, are you ready? The answer is no. As with Third Birthday, whatever you're picturing for the machine is not enough to understand. Earlier, I think DZ Maven looked up what the machine is, and let me tell you, DZ Maven does not understand. I can't move. I can't move. Oh, God. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do here, actually, without being invincible. Whatever. It's shooting lightning at me. It's great. What are you supposed to do with the thing? By the way, this is technically the first boss in the game. Okay, so let's pretend we just entered the room. Oh my god, that does damage to you so rapid. How are you supposed to survive this? So, like, rush out, maybe? Okay, so we've rushed out. Our goal is to get one of its orbs. Which makes less sense the more you think about it. Because we're taking one of this thing's orbs to give it back to it in the present. So I'm guessing it's the flickering one, because it's the only thing that's different. No, I don't. So what would normally happen here is I would die several times. So dashing doesn't seem to be working. That doesn't seem to be working. Let's look up the walkthrough. You lose health very easily here, so be prepared to restart the stage several times. The solution is to hit 4 different orbs of the same color. Oh my god. Oh my god. And if you hit a different color, obviously you fail, right? Remember, there's no oxygen up here. So I just failed, for example. Gets 3. And yeah, you're doing this while running your oxygen meter the whole time, by the way. So don't forget that. Oh, wow. That's a terrible boss battle. That is a terrible boss battle. Okay, hang on. I need just 1 second. Yeah, exactly, Ross. The game is working as intended. What's really funny is the stage I went through is just merely irritating. So, merely a 1 negative stage. Which so far is the 2nd best stage design we've seen in this game. That's not me being facetious, that's just the truth. Oh god, Archeon Vale, that would be awful. Okay. All right. So now we're back in Deep Water 2. let's go ahead and do this stage again. Hi, Wolverine. This is literally repetition. So I'm probably going to give this a negative for being actually a copy-paste stage. Like, literally, it's the exact same stage we just did. Good point, though. True, Arcanville. But, like, there's no reason they couldn't just spawn us here and be like, here we are. There we go. Got him as orb. Now I am whole again with all my power. Thank you, Ecco. Even though we took away the orb to begin with. Now I will help you. I will give you new powers. Use the Atlantean time machine to swim back in time to the hour of the storm. You'll be taken with your pod. You will see the unseen enemy. Use this song to return to your home bay just before the storm. With your new powers, perhaps you will save your pod. I was gonna say, it's funny because yeah, so the health bar, or the air bar went away. At this point in time, you actually 100% require infinite air, because otherwise the last few stages would be literally mathematically impossible. You would drown before you could finish them. Now, here's the funny thing. Do you recognize where we are? Yeah. Now imagine you don't know about the shortcut, which means in order to progress, you have to do this stage and these 4 jumps twice. Really think about that for a second. We're gonna do something really quick here. Turn off unlimited life. Hey, D20 Archon. No, this is intended. This is actually, technically speaking, the third to last stage in the game, is just doing this again. One second. Let me finish typing some stuff. We're gonna cut off the guessing game sooner than you'd think. So if you haven't got your guess in, this is a good time to think about that. I'll give you a hint, there are more gameplay negatives coming, but I don't think that the story score is gonna move much from this point onwards. Type 1. All the time travel we did in this game, we've already done. Until this next thing we're about to do, which is Type 2. We're about to go back and alter the past. Yeah, no, exactly. Like Type 1, because we completed the thing with the asteroid. And then Type 2. You could argue it's still Type 1. Yes, offshore Twitch account. You could argue it's still Type 1. Because hear this out. We just got it as part of the plot argument. We have been imbued with the power of the asteroid's balls. So, hear me out, right? In the past, we show up and steal one of the asteroid's balls and then leave. 55 million years pass. And then we show up, ask the asteroid what's going on. He tells us to go to... Well, hang on. No. Let me go through the whole thing, okay? Sorry. I'm following the thread. Let's follow it from our perspective, okay? This is the easiest way to do this kind of time travel stuff, I feel. So we start off about here. We're doing our thing. Everyone's pulled into the vortex. We swim out to the north. We encounter the Great Blue. From the Big Blue, we head off to the asteroid. The asteroid tells us to go into the past. We go into the past, grab the ball, come back to the present, return to the ball, go back into the moment in which we were sucked into the thing, get sucked into the thing with everyone else, defeat the vortex aliens. Ow. Defeat the vortex things, and then get dumped back in our ocean and everything's cool, right? The thing is, that could still work, because then you could presume that past us is still roaming around after that point, before past us goes and does another jump, if that makes sense. So that would mean there are two echoes wandering around immediately after we beat the game, but only until the first echo goes back in time. Now, what is more likely is they intended Type 1 time travel, and then Type 2 time travel, right? Yeah, exactly, Talia said. Like, it would work. It would actually make sense if it's Type 1 time travel. And so let's home in on the moment where the pod is stolen by the aliens, right? So the aliens steal the stuff, we freak out, and we leave, but past us, or excuse me, future us is already here, gets sucked up into the aliens, we fight the aliens, and then we free our pod and free everyone else. Our past self is off over here, finding Big Blue, and finding the asteroid, and going and time traveling, right? And then past us links up with present us, and that actually closes the loop. So that could and would work, and still make sense. It doesn't have to be mixed Type 1 and Type 2. Oh, I know the feeling, Kennex Cow. So I'm just typing up some stuff really quick here. Don't mind me. I really won't be long. I just need to type this up real quick. And then people can get their guesses in. Warcraft 1, huh? I mean, that's already the mentality, Russ, to be quite frank. VTMB2. This time it's personal. Halloween's Friday, isn't it? Oh, Rax, you missed it. You know, Warcraft 1's gonna... I predicted Warcraft 1 was going to be the worst scoring of this block. I have probably been proven wrong already. But that was my prediction walking in. Okay, so yeah, no. So it's Wednesday. We're going to beat this today. We'll have tomorrow to do Prince of Persia. I don't know how long that's going to take. It is literally an hour-long game, as was joked about earlier. For those of you not aware, there is a real-life timer on Prince of Persia, and if you hit the hour marker, you lose the game. But 2 hours on the SNES version. You're right. Excuse me. You are right. But yeah, we'll see, because I've never beaten Prince of Persia. DOS, which is not actually the original version. It is, I believe, the first port. No. It's the second port. The first port was the Commodore 64. The second port was DOS. The original version, which isn't a port at all, so forgive me my terminology, was Apple II. Not Apple IIe, the Apple II. Yeah, no, it's a pretty bad game. And like I said, I've never beaten it. It's in the awful block for a reason. Okay, that's all my notes typed up. Yeah, it's cinematics. Oh my god. So, real quick, Rex, let me see if I still have it up somewhere. I might have closed it. Yeah, it looks like I closed it. So I'm going to have to destroy my sister instead. This is my amazing sister. Here we go. Okay. So I looked up a list of the top 25 Genesis games, right, Rex? Now, let's just get this out of the way. Sonic 2 was in the #1 slot. Followed by followed by Rocket Knight Adventures, followed by Rystar. There's some other questionable stuff here, but let me just scroll down a little bit, because if we get down to... Hang on. 14th. 14th was Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So it was defeated by Mega Bomberman, Taz in Escape from Mars, Contra Hardcore, WWF Raw, Shinobi 3, Comic Zone, Streets of Rage 2, Quackshot,
Donald Duck.
Yeah, starring Donald Duck, James Pond 2, codename Robocod, Combat Cars, and the other games I just mentioned. Castlevania Bloodlines actually was on the list. It was pretty far down, but it was on here somewhere.
You know, there's this thing called Control F
Yeah, but it's right there. 20th.
So, I know that you just came back from a lunch break.
Yes.
My husband has requested, because the rest of the couch got here, that we finagle the other couch into the basement, if we can, while he has gone to the store to get flour, and sugar. I don't know why he thought that this was a good idea.
Okay, first and most pertinent question. Where are we going to put it? There is not space down there right now.
In the basement.
No, at this exact second in time,
I know.
there is not space for it. We're going to have to make space for it.
I am aware.
Okay.
I am aware. This is why I told my husband to open the garage so that they would put the couch in the garage. But do you know what he didn't do? He put the couch in the house. But just a third of it.
So for those of you at home, little TMI, slight TMI here thing. I've been in a lot of pain because I'm an old man. And I've been very tense and doing a lot of heavy lifting.
You're not even 50.
And that
You're
means...
getting way too fucking close to 50.
I know.
50 is like old people age.
I know.
50 is like parents' age. 50 is grandparent age. Why are we almost...
I don't know. So I clench because of the tension, which causes me a lot of pain. And it takes me days to fix that, right? This actually happened, if you remember, when we first moved to the other place, when I was setting up at the previous spot. And...
It doesn't need to save the world, it just needs to save the ocean life, which I guess would ruin the world if they took all the ocean life.
If you think about it. And this happened last year when I took that week off to help get the previous house in condition.
Yeah, Ross, we hate you. Go die.
Why are we hitting this?
Because he's 40 and he feels 25.
I don't feel that old, except
I'm not
for this
even 40 and I don't feel 25.
What's really terrible, by the way, is it's actually not even an age thing. It's actually, there's something I need surgery for, is what it is.
Yeah, and...
I know. Long term. Doesn't matter. Point being...
No, it's... You made it... I told you about your diastasis...
Diastasis recti.
Yes, I can't say the words. While I was pregnant 2 childs ago.
Yeah, I know.
Which was 8 years ago, and you were developing it. And I was like, no, this is a thing that, like, it happens in pregnancy, and it does this, and you need to exercise this way. And you were like, no, it's fine.
So what she doesn't know is I actually did those stretches, and it didn't work, which is why I'm at surgery.
No, the problem isn't that... That's not the problem, right? It's you do those, you exercise that way. The problem is you continued to exercise the way that you were already exercising, which was making it worse.
That's also true.
Yes.
Although I did have to stop doing that, which really sucked. But anyways.
Anyway, they have to sew his abdominal muscles back together.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, this is... I look like I'm bulbous, but I'm actually not. This is solid muscle right here. But this just distend, like, if... I know you can't see.
He has... So, your abdominal muscles are 2 sheets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they are sewed together with, like, Velcro. And if you exercise the wrong way continuously over long periods of time, and or become pregnant and have your abdominal muscles stretched rapidly, that Velcro splits apart.
Yeah. And it causes multiple concurrent issues, especially with your intestines, which is what I am suffering from.
Yes.
Anyways. It's a really easy to check, Bragwin. Like, just, you can feel if you push right down the center.
So how you feel it is, if it's not 4 inches wide like yours is.
Okay, fair.
You lay down flat on the ground, not on a mattress, on the ground. Some sort of relatively hard surface. And you put your hands... Oh, well, can they see me? I can't see us.
Yeah, I don't.
We're
need my
underneath
own
it.
camera. You're right there. So you're behind the floor, but you're visible.
You can go back.
Okay.
So you laid it's not a hernia. It's actually very, very, very different from a hernia. Because it's actually the muscles that...
Oh my god.
Anyway, so you lay down versus a hernia, which is like capillary blood things. Anyway, you lay down flat on your back and you put your hands right here, wherever you think that it is, and because the muscles go all the way down. Mine split. It tends to split like right at your belly button first. Anyway, so you do that and you lift your head. And while you're lifting your head, very easily, you push and you should be able to feel the muscle connected. You cannot do this standing up. You cannot do this sitting down unless it's really fucking bad.
Yes, I see you. Please don't knock over my water.
Nowhere near your water.
Thank you for not knocking over
There's
my
like
water.
4 inches.
But that could have been water. Over there. It's empty at the moment.
So it's anyway, that's what you do. For reference, me being, massively pregnant with the 3rd child, split the muscle from just below the belly button up to just under the connecty thing. She does. She goes full-blown mom mode a lot. Especially on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because despite being older than me, he's not mentally older than me. Because all of his knowledge went into this stuff. Instead of into things like, telling the difference between a gas and an electric stove. Why are you swimming in this? What are you doing?
This is one of the hardest. No, this is the hardest jump in the entire game. And there's 3 of them in a row. I just did the second one first try somehow. Nope.
You can't just dead fish flop over to the other side?
No, if you noticed, I actually made it over and it bounces you back.
Oh.
Yeah, by the way, for those of you who missed that, this is a mandatory part of the MSQ, is having to do these jumps a second time. Because life and bad game design. Yeah, what's your opinion on time-traveling dolphins, sis?
Well, it wasn't as... It wasn't as bad as Third Birthday.
That's true. Ah, whatever. Let's just get out of here.
How do you get out of here?
Well, it's the same way to last time, because I've never done these jumps, and I never will. I was just doing it while you were talking.
I thought you have to...
Yeah, this is mandatory. This is part of the MSQ. Yeah. Come on, game. I can do this on
Isn't this
accident.
supposed to be easier?
There we go.
Going down the short way? Quit running into the ouchy things.
No,
But they're ouchy.
that's true. But they hurt so good. Right here, I want to say? No? Oh, I gotta get access first. Right. There we go. Access granted. I don't think she heard any of the sexually gasping moaning from the 3-year-old child in Third Birthday.
I didn't. Because these don't...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's your tweezers?
I'm not... Oh, they're actually right here.
There's weird old man hairs.
You just said I'm not old.
No, I just said you're not 50 yet.
Oh, whatever.
It is possible to have weird old man hairs. Well, tweezers though.
Gotta spin. Very important to spin while time traveling, otherwise it doesn't work. Yeah, did you notice the time travel machine knows us by
missed
name?
the tops of your ears. Again.
I wasn't trying this time. I was in a hurry. Yes, sister, I'm very gross and ugly. Thank you.
Look. It's like a 1 inch long. Here. It came off the side of your... It came like off your earlobe. Testosterone is stupid. Actually, testosterone production gets weaker as you get older, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's the estrogen that's making you grow weird old man hairs.
Could be. I have a thing for taking care of my ears. I'm not sure where it is right now. I haven't been prioritizing it because I just spent the week getting her cat back to her. So yeah, we're at the beginning of the game. Extremely
My
unlike
cat is very
Dolphin
happy to
Builder.
be back to me.
He is. He is doing
If
a lot
I sit
better.
still for more than like 3 seconds, she's in my lap.
Yeah, earlier, I think, there we go. Earlier, you missed it, but she had... Whoop, and
I
we're
had
dead.
the cat.
Did you see how quickly we died there?
Yeah, you just ran into a pole.
Yeah, but, like, did you see what happened?
You ran into a pole.
She doesn't
And you
understand
died.
it, so that's okay. That's okay. So
It's electric pole.
when you're shoved into the game, when you're shoved into the level, it shoves you right up next to the pole. You have to know that's coming, and you have to be ready for it. And you know how wonderfully this game controls, right? Like, this is just the bestest of controls.
Can you kill those?
Yeah.
You cannot kill those.
Oh. Yeah, so this is the second to last stage. This is not the machine. This is the tube.
The easy part.
Yes. Very unironically.
Y'all aren't supposed to talk about the machine, though, okay? You need to not talk about the machine.
No, it's fine. Everyone knows about the machine.
Damn.
Like, one of the viewers actually looked up the map of the machine. Just like, I wonder how bad that is.
Well, on the map, it doesn't look bad. It
No,
looks like
that's
a maze.
the best part. The map doesn't get across how the machine is.
So do you have the video queued so that you have something to follow?
And we're dead. Okay. See, I was ready for it that time. Still almost died. You see how much damage that's doing, by the way? For my sister, who hasn't been watching the whole game, usually, so it says you have 5 health. You actually have closer to 20, right?
Okay.
Each one of those has 4 pips in them or whatever, right? Like a fourth of the heart in Zelda. Same concept. So, golden or vanilla? Ah. What's golden?
I don't know. I can't drink eggnog.
I know, he's asking me. What's golden? Doesn't say what it is, it just says limited edition.
Well, then get golden.
Sure, why not? Golden, period.
So, guys, I'm lactose intolerant, right?
Oh my god.
Lactose intolerance means that you are intolerant of lactose, which is a... You shouldn't run into that. You're supposed to dodge them.
I guess. Yeah, by the way, this is a meat grinder in lore. That's what we're going through. Continue.
So how did the dolphins make it through?
They really shouldn't have. Continue.
I'm not intolerant to many things. Just I happen to be intolerant to lactose, which is prominent in cow's milk. Is it speeding up?
Yep. It will continue to do that. That's why I'm just spamming the shot up, because I basically cannot react quickly enough. Not with these controls. This isn't Mega Man, and we're dead.
So we go to
A frozen yogurt place.
a frozen yogurt place. And my brother walks up and looks at the menu. He's not been to this particular frozen yogurt chain before. He goes, "What do you recommend, sis?"
Now, the part of the story my sister is forgetting to mention here is that
To which I responded with, "I can't eat anything here."
So, she did have a recommendation.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did!
No, I didn't. Telling you a recommendation is this is something that I have tried before and enjoyed.
She's
I
been
think you
pedantic
might
about
try
her
it.
terminology.
No, I'm being autistic.
So, she did have what I asked for, which was a recommendation.
Which was,
Which I
my
got.
husband ate this last time we were here. I have no idea if it was any good.
It was good. Yes, you did just see it speed up again. Thank you for asking. And yes, if we didn't have health regen, I think this would also be impossible. Like, actually impossible.
Are any of the little side longer thingies, do they go out further than the middle section?
No, but the grinders can be in the middle, which is why I'm...
Well, yeah, but like, why can't you just get yourself in the middle from the very beginning?
Because there's plenty of grinders in the middle in the earlier section. Looks like there's none here. See, I don't have this memorized. I am basically guessing at what my sister's strategy is. Like that, I'm trying to do exactly what she
So the
suggests
grinders
here.
can be floating in the center in the places?
Mm-hmm. But it
They
looks
probably
like...
did that on purpose. It doesn't look like they've had any more meat grinders.
Yeah, they haven't in a while. Lots of the... Okay, we're done. So, welcome to the machine! So we have no cheats, and I do not have a map.
And I need one of y'all to link it.
Yeah, so, hang on.
Link the map to chat.
Wait. So, yeah, let me pull up the machine.
Oh, you're gonna link it?
Yep.
Okay.
So I want you, this actually has a path too. Check it out. So I want you all to take this in. Here's the link. I'm gonna for the VOD viewers because I know quite a few of you watch this on YouTube. There we go. So let me pull this up here. Wrong button. I need this in one. Yes.
You should make this the clip, the thumbnail for this stream.
There it is.
You
All
should.
right. All right. So you ready for this?
Zoomed all the way out.
Hang on. So this is the machine, right? Let me go ahead and there you go. So this is the whole map, fully zoomed out. Okay.
Ignore the line.
The line is the path. Yeah. So this is the stage. This is the final stage.
It's not a maze, Arkin.
It's not a maze. That's the thing.
It's not a maze. It looks like a maze.
But that's not the problem. Because if this was a maze, that would be awful. By the way, remember...
What the hell? Okay, hold on. I need over here. I can't reach. Your shit's too long. Alright, so, you've got this.
Mm-hmm.
Why does this exist?
That is a freaking good question. Yeah, there's a huge swath... She's right. There's a huge swath of the map where there's no...
They pollinated it.
Yeah, they designed...
That's not the word. What's the word?
Pollinator works.
But what is the word? Populated?
Sure.
It's a P word. Guys, it's a P word and it means filled in.
There's lots of troll rooms and paths and...
But you can't get to them because it's an auto scroller.
Yep. So this is the
camera will literally never reach here, so why has that been populated?
Yeah. So I think now it's time. You can't see it right now, but it's here.
I'm
Hello,
standing
Cat.
in front of it.
Yes, Cat, you're welcome. He wants food, of course.
No, but
So
come here.
we have the
Internet
warning
point.
sign up now.
Internet points.
Yep.
Internet points.
He really...
Does not want to be on my shoulder. I know.
Well, he doesn't
Yeah,
like
it's
being on your
pocket.
shoulder. He just doesn't... He really doesn't like not having something under his paws.
He has things under his paws.
I know. My point is he will flail.
No, he doesn't want to be on my shoulder.
He will actively flail if you're just holding him up in the air.
I am giving him butt scritches. That's the only thing keeping him up here for you guys.
I think you're right, Blade to Fall. Especially since we know this place, actually underwent at least one more renovation at some point in time. Hello, Cat. Yes, this looks very familiar to me. Okay. So.
It's hot in your room.
Yes, it is. There's a reason the windows are open. Well, windows open. The other one I had to close because someone was mowing the lawn.
No one's mowing the lawn anymore.
Could you open it, please?
No.
So yeah, this, for the longest time, I have said that the Infinity Dungeon over Breath of Fire 2 is the worst final dungeon in gaming history. And I could say that because I've reviewed it. You know I don't like to give definitive statements about anything I haven't actually sat down and reviewed. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the machine. So, we're going to do this without the map. I mean, the map doesn't really help, quite frankly, so let's just get rid of that. Without a map and without cheats. Why?
I'm blowing cold air at you.
I mean, I appreciate it, but at that point, I wasn't just...
I don't want it to oscillate. I want it to consistently blow cold air at you.
Okay, so...
So,
yes.
real talk.
Mm-hmm.
Having all of this up
Mm-hmm.
is actively is blocking your airflow because you've got it in between the two windows.
I know.
Okay.
The other window does still lower the temperature of the room as a whole, which helps.
Well, yeah.
Honestly, this is mostly about getting air behind there and then pushing it out that way. And then if that area over there is relatively cool from that thing, it keeps the overall temperature down. I put real thought into it, I swear.
But you want that window with the fan blowing
Nope,
out the
nope,
window.
nope. You've never been allowed up on the desk. That has always been a rule.
But it's a new place. It might be different.
Well, he has now learned. I don't know, Talia. A rewind function would make this doable, but like I said, we're going to try this legit.
Can you make it bigger?
I can.
I don't know that
Did I mention there's enemies in the entire thing, too, by the way?
You're dead.
So that's what happens if you get stuck, by the way.
And he was stuck.
Yep. I actually answered earlier. In fact, I said Infinity Dungeon
Behind you.
from Breath of Fire 2,
Under you.
if you're paying attention. But I understand that you were not listening to me. So, the Infinity Dungeon from Breath of Fire 2.
No, it's up.
The only good thing about this place is it is fully...
It's this big.
yeah, it's a decent size. It's pretty normal. This, it's fully determinative. There's nothing random about this.
No, it's the machine. You can't kill those.
Yep. I just saw something coming, so I wasn't sure if it was an alien or a gloop or what. By the way, if you didn't have health regen, this would probably also be impossible. You notice we have health regen.
Did that alien just discard its body?
Yeah. These are the vortex. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is an auto-scroller with these controls.
In that map.
Yeah. And as someone in chat already said this, I didn't catch you, forgive me. But in case you missed it, there's trolls. There's troll paths.
How did you die, Christian?
I actually didn't see what killed me there, to be quite honest with you.
Must have been an alien.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was up against the edge of the screen. I should have been fine. Yeah, no checkpoints. By the way, this is a long auto-scroller. Like, nobody likes auto-scrollers. Nobody has actually ever sat down and said, oh man, my favorite stage in Mario 3 is the stage that invented auto-scrollers. Which is 1-3, if you're wondering. Ho ho, okay.
Come on, Pocket.
Yeah, but if I hit the... Look, I'm here at the edge of the screen. It's fine. Well, okay, now it's not going to be fine. Yeah, this stage is several times larger than any other stage in the entire game. In terms of just sheer real estate. Yeah, honestly, this level would probably take close to 4 minutes to zip through at full speed.
No.
If there was no auto-scroller. Now here's the funny part. If you ever want to understand what kind of sadistic bastards made this game, and I want to stress that I am not being hyperbolic when I use that terminology, the lead designer has spoken about this game multiple times. Guess what his favorite stage is? Like, of the ones he's designed, guess what his... I am not joking. I even verified this recently because I found the interview and read it for myself. So did you see? That's a troll. Did you see that? That's a troll right there. The camera was going upright. I went upright to get ready for it, and then it turned around. That is one of the lesser trolls in this stage. Hang on. So you asked, let's just switch to the CD music right now. And remember, we're wrestling with the Genesis controls to this game. Here we go. Here's Welcome to the Machine of the CD version. Yeah, you pretty much have to guess, or know, where the camera's going, which means lots and lots and lots and lots of trial and error. This is also partially why I say the map isn't really going to be super helpful. You don't really need a map. Now, a rewind... Could someone do me a favor and Google something? Because it would actually be faster for you to Google it than for me to just check the emulator. Does BizHawk have a rewind feature? I know that emulators are strangely slow about implementing that. Even though it's like the best thing ever for an emulator to have. And yes, a lot of this stuff was directly inspired by Pink Floyd, because I guess they really liked Pink Floyd. I don't know. That's normal. Okay, so we're going up. Yep, there's the troll. Okay, apparently there is a rewind. Aha! What do you know? Okay. I actually have something bound to it, but let's do this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're okay. Okay, we're good, we're good. We have a rewind. Which is good, because I just got trolled again. Did you see this? Here, watch this. Squish. So there's another troll. And there's another... Okay, hang on. Let's just start over. God. Yeah, to be very clear, I have no delusions about defeating this without cheats. Absolutely none. At no point in time have I ever thought I was going to manage this. The only reason I'm even doing this without cheats right now is because I want you to appreciate and understand the nonsense that is the machine. For those of you who weren't there for it, the Infinity Dungeon is a really, really, really bad dungeon. It is one of the worst final dungeons in gaming history. It has an insanely high encounter rate. It has a general absence of recovery. It has troll rooms. It has irritating layout. It has samey visuals. It has a boring song which repeats the first few seconds every time you restart it, which is every time you get into an encounter. Its encounters are each one of them designed to be basically a boss battle. The Infinity Dungeon is the last dungeon, Arcambia, so... yeah. God damn, those things hurt. I'll look away for 1 second. Let's see, what else? The Infinity Dungeon also is backtracky and has a mandatory side quest. I know what I said. That if you don't do, you actually cannot beat the game. It's physically impossible. I like it. Blade Devil's like, this isn't terrible. I'm nowhere in this. I'm not halfway through. I'm not a fifth of the way through this. The sheer length of this, we've talked about this before. Length can serve as a multiplier of bad. If you have to do something bad, that sucks. And then you have to do something bad twice, that sucks more. And it gets multiplicative at a certain point. It stops being like, 3 bad does not equal -3. 3 bad equals like -6. And you've seen how quickly I die if I make any mistake here. And yeah, please remember, the controls are worse than whatever it is you're picturing. I will never forget, I was watching a speedrun of this. It was a GDQ. And the speedrunner was doing pretty decent on the machine. And then got stuck on the wall. And I know what that means, having done it before. Is because, like, your momentum gets canceled when you hit the wall, right? And so they got stuck on the wall, they lost their momentum, and couldn't turn around. Which is something else you've probably seen happen to me. Yeah, and he was just like, oh wait, no, and the guts crushed and had to do the whole level over again. And yes, similar to another game I could mention, Ninja Gaiden 1, if I'm not mistaken, and we'll test this when we get there, if you die on the final boss, you're not sent back to the final boss, which is another stage that's worth knowing. You're sent back to here. Look, we gotta have all the Pink Floyd references. God, they shred your health so fast. Pink Floyd is definitely something musically related, Mr. Red. May or may not refer to a band and or an artist. I don't know if his name is Floyd. I don't know if the band's name is Floyd. Yeah, every time I've seen someone do the boss of this game who wasn't going for like a world record attempt, they have been extremely paranoid on it. God, they do so much damage. You notice they just keep following you too. I'm pretty sure they do technically leech. They just follow you so fast that they never reach leash point. Okay, so I'm gonna pop a save state here. A save state here. A save state here. Oh god, oh god. Why isn't it saving? Why isn't it saving? Oh god, no. Okay, okay. Don't worry, the boss is only insanely hard. Save! Error. Jesus. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm glad I just saved. Why can't I load state? Why can't I save state or load state? Why can't I load state? What is this? What is happening here? Why do my function keys suddenly not work? God damn it. Look, I've played I Want to Be the Guy, okay? I got to Punch Out. I'm good. I didn't even see that guy! Okay, okay. No, it just randomly decided not to work with my function keys. That comes out right out of it. Do you see that? That's just... is... Okay, left or right, what do you think? I'm gonna go right. Okay, that was correct. And I'm dead. Yeah, I actually do know the average completion time for this game without cheats. Non-applicable. So that's interesting. It looks like when I try to rewind, it doesn't work. At all. Like, so I can either save state or rewind, I guess. Maybe? I don't know, because it is not working. It's still there. It's still set to rewind. It's really strange. Can I load state? Okay, I can load state. But I can't rewind now. What the hell? Yeah, you mentioned that, but I don't know what that means. Hang on a second. Could be Plutonium. I don't know. I don't see a thing for it. Oh well, moving on. We have saves. I just have to be careful about using them. Like, for example, this is a good spot for a save. I know there's going to be a dude right there. Yep. He's still following me. Okay, so we want to be on the right. We want to scooch this way. Yep, kill those guys. Stop. Save. Continue. You know what? I love Ecco music as much as the next person, but no, that's Amnesia, a machine for pigs, or whatever it's called. Mm. There we go. Get some real machine music going here. See, the really funny thing is, auto-scrollers have never really made sense. We just kind of accept them because it's a gaming thing. Oh my god! I didn't have a chance to react to that. He just got it. Have you noticed there's no iframes at all on these? So once they get into your hitbox, they just kill you because they're damaging you every frame. I should mention, these are the only enemies that do that. Other enemies give you a second of recovery time. And by a second, I mean it's really short. It's like 8 frames, but still. Well, as usual, Morganite, that is not my decision. And dead. Five to 10 hours, my ass. Oh my gosh. I've seen some escaping the wall kind of auto-scrollers which work. Mega Man's done that, Metroid's done that, Mario's done that a couple of times. Okay, so save. Okay, we're going left. Okay. We're off the map now. I don't know if you saw that, but I was actually going up, and I got shoved back under the wall. I got shoved under the wall, backwards under the wall. Oh god, Metroid Hatchling. Yeah, you want to make this game worse. Make you do the jump. Okay, so we have to go right. And then we have to go left immediately. Yep. No, I remember this one. I actually remember this particular troll. That's the worst troll in the whole thing right there. I'm not even joking. That is an awful troll. Something I never accomplished, J. Palmer. I eventually gave up on it and used the skip. It was 4 jumps in a row. I did the first 2. Gave up on the third one. Stop chasing me, you stupid trilobites. Okay, hang on. Oh yeah, you cannot imagine, no offense, what this feels like to play if you have not held this goddamn it controller. Yeah, they home in on you, and they don't leash. See, they just, and once they hit your hitbox, they kill you, like, because they do damage every frame, as I've mentioned earlier. Not that anybody was listening to me there either. Okay. Yep, up. I have already cheated, Mr. Ed, because of stuff like this. Look at this. Look at this. This is just mean. It's also, it's not even just mean because of the freak out. It has a turret shooting at you in a spot where it crushes you up against the wall and you have no maneuverability. It gives you an enemy to dodge and then removes your ability to dodge the enemy. Why? Yeah, Ecco... Oh, God. Oh, I need to be over there. Oh, jeez. Okay, hang on. Ecco controls exactly how you'd think a Dolphin would control. And that's the problem. Yeah, I'm sorry to disagree with Blade Travel, but speaking as the person playing this game, I think this surpasses the Infinity Dungeon. And even if I have to give like a vague, completely personal take on that, here's one for you. I've beaten Breath of Fire 2 without cheats more than once. I have never beaten the machine without some form of cheating. And I never will. Like, if it was worth the time, which, to be clear, it is not, I could sit here and beat this legit. I could. It would probably take actual hours. It would wear out my thumb. We'd just be chatting about Star Wars the entire time, or whatever. And it would just be just mashing into it over and over and over and over and over again. And that would be it. It would just be us doing this, and then whoops, start over. Whoops, start over. Whoops, start over. That would be the entire stream. So I wasn't sure if I was going to go up or down there. Yeah, the camera just does whatever the hell it wants to. It does not care. There's no predictive. There's barely memorization. See, that's the other thing. I hate to continue to bash this game, but this is how length can be a multiplier. A lot of games rely on memorization. But most of them... So there's this thing about human psychology where you can, on average, remember about 6 things before it moves on, right? Now, there's exceptions to that, and there's patterns around remembering lengthier things. But generally speaking... You're not, like, your brain is not super good at remembering things that are, oh, I don't know, random example, 7 minutes long. Yeah, exactly. It's literally too long to just memorize in the traditional way. Now, you obviously can, and people obviously do, because speedrunners speedrun. Oh, you asshole. Just homed in from off camera there. Now, I will say one thing in the machine's favor. Save states make this more parsable, whereas save states do not help the Infinity Dungeon. I saw you back there. What? Oh, we're here. We're here. We're at the boss. We're at the boss. Oh my god, I almost died to the first trash of the boss. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Okay, regen, please. Nope, we're dead. So that's what happens if you die on the boss. That's what happens if you die on the boss. Proof positive. Do it all over again. Yeah, that was the trash that killed me. There is a password to jump to the boss stage, by the way. But yeah, you don't get it until after for some stupid reason. Yeah, you know I speak negatively about runbacks in game design. Imagine this runback. Imagine this nightmarish run. So, let's review the machine. Let's actually sit and process this. Because this is not Korok seeds, right? A lot of times, could you, thank you. A lot of times when I want to give multiple negatives, like a lot of negatives to something, people push back against that. And they always push back against that with the same general argument, which is, well, it's optional, or it's a side thing, or it's unfair to give that many negatives to it, even though it's consistently bad. So this is consistently bad, mandatory. And if you die on the last boss, which is a hard boss, it's worth noting, you gotta go do the whole thing again. There's no defense here. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, the last boss has an insta-kill. At least one that I know of. Maybe Metroid Hapsing? Does the CD version have lives in it? That's one way the CD version's worse, because this version has no lives. You just mash until you're done. Oh hey, Citizen Sleeper 2's on sale. I honestly think checkpointing by itself would make the machine a lot better. I do. It is shocking. I've talked about this before. It is shocking how many games are made better by adding proper checkpointing. Rax hates me. Mostly because, you know, I'm a worse version of them. But also because I actually enjoyed Sonic Heroes. Or not Sonic Heroes, Sonic Forces, excuse me. And there's one gameplay positive I remember distinctly in Sonic Forces, which actually impressed me. And that has been mission checkpoints. It actually had good checkpoints on the levels, and it had mid-boss transition checkpoints, which is rare as balls. And of all games for that to be in, it was in Sonic. I remember that because it was just blown away. Like, wait, what? You have mid-boss checkpoints in Sonic Forces? Anyways. Yeah, exactly, Ross. Checkpoints are a huge force multiplier on game design in general. It's so easy to imagine. It's so easy to imagine. Picture your favorite stage or boss in a video game. Doesn't matter the genre. Picture... stage works better, really, because bosses can be whatever. So picture your favorite stage, your favorite level, your favorite dungeon, your favorite raid in an MMO, right? All you have to do to understand the significance of checkpoints is picture that if at any point in time you die, you go back to the beginning of that entire dungeon, or level, or stage, or raid, or whatever. That's all it takes to really understand the power of checkpoints. Yeah, that's a good one, actually, J. Palmer. Pretty much, Xavier. See, the thing is, and I've said this for years upon years upon years, an inordinate quantity, oh, God, Ross, an inordinate quantity of game design flaws, negatives, are removed if the thing that is a flaw becomes an option. If it's a toggle in a menu, that negative, generally speaking, just evaporates, right? If there's an option in a game to remove checkpoints, play without checkpoints. Okay, optional hard mode. Or like hardcore mode, just like Xavion just mentioned. Or Iron Man mode, right? Which is when you only get the one save, and so you basically can't save and reload, right? Okay. If you play a game where you can't save and reload, that tends to suck. But if it's an optional hard mode thing that you can toggle in a menu, then it goes from being a bad thing to being a good thing. I'm telling you, the machine would be a lot less bad. It'd still be bad, but it wouldn't be like worst level ever territory. They just had some freaking checkpoints in it. Yeah, go through Contra without the Konami code, which for the record I've never done. I have beaten that game legit without cheats, but I have done it with the 30 lives. I'm sorry, I missed it, J. Palmer. Let's see, J. Palmer says, "Oh, arcade coin machine." I mean, same mentality. This is a Hungarian development team who love horrible bullcrap, and like save states or whatever enters, or Game Genie, you know. So they love horrible bullcrap. This was effectively their first game ever, and they were terrified about people renting the game and then beating it in a weekend. So there's some levels in the CD version. Okay. There's Red Book quality audio. Yep. Higher quality sound samples. Surround sound effect. Passwords are not compatible. Eh. Oh yeah, the FMVs of footage of dolphins. I actually read about that. Trilobites and seahorses are easier to evade. That's funny because I gave a separate negative for trilobites because they are that bullcrap. When Ecco Dicey returns to the last barrier glyph he removed, there's your checkpointing. And start cheat, I don't even know what that is. Glitches and bugs fixed. I can see that. Yeah, no kidding, Archeon Val. There's no way. There's no way. They made a couple of games after this. Not a lot. Were they any good? I am told Ecco 2 is a good game. Okay, so I think that's all the negatives I planned to give. Pause. For the machine. I'll think about that if there's any more, but I think that's where I wanted to be at. Okay, so... Damn it. The HUD will update at some point. I'm not sure which save is where, because everywhere looks the same. This might be it. That's weird. Then again, that is a game that doesn't even save your... Okay, here we go. That was it, that was it. So here's the boss. Could someone take exclamation mark guess for me real quick, please? No, we've reached the final boss, Mr. Red. This is the final boss music. If you haven't got your guess in, I'll be nice. This is your last chance, right here. But herp. That feels about right. Now here's the really awful part. You know the worst part about the machine? I'm dead serious. You ready for this? You're not ready for this. Plus to story. Just one. It's actually an aggregate positive. It's just for the outro as a whole. The grinder, plus the machine, plus the final boss, the brickwork of it, the stylings of it, the audio, the aliens swarming and fishing out at you, the concept of this horrifically nightmare species that's been reaching out. Yeah, there's a lot of visual storytelling going on here. How do you think we know that that's a meat grinder? You know, in the tube stage, right? Like, it's actually kind of legit. I don't want to overpraise, but I do think the outro as a whole is actually pretty solid on the narrative side of things. So, final boss. Bizha. Okay, hang on. So the problem is I'm in the air. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I'm in the water. So there's our goal. There's the boss. Now let me save over here so I can show you this thing. If I could survive for 3 seconds to do so. There we go. So there's the final boss right there. And we're dead. Yeah, if she eats you, by the way, you just die instantly. Remember, any death to her means you go back to the beginning of the machine. Really think about that for a second. This is a good time to mention our health has stopped regenning for some reason. Every single one of these deaths is a 7-minute walk back. Okay, that's one eye dead. Not to be me, Jesus. It's very aliens, but I don't care. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. That just... Nope, way further up. Okay, that's both her eyes. We are at 0 health. Hit the wrong button again. I'm just terrible today. Alright, so this may be untenable. So now we have to ram her jaw. Which is much harder to do than what I've been doing. Yeah, you have to ram the thing that can kill you in one shot. Good luck figuring that out, because if anything, you're probably inclined to stay away from the freaking thing. So you have to... Okay, I'm gonna move away. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello, dear. Oh my god. So, I didn't tell you this part, sis. This is the last boss, right? There's no healing. Like, there's no regen and there's no healing. So what happens if you die against the last boss? That's right. You go back to the beginning of the machine.
That's the last checkpoint.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you made it through the machine with 1 bar of health.
Well, your health stops so your health regens in the machine, which is good. Because if it didn't, I think it would actually be physically impossible. But, it stops on the last boss for some strange reason. And yeah, by the way, this is 7 minutes. Which I know doesn't sound like a long time, but I want you to think about every death. Every single death being a 7-minute
So do you have a cheat to get your health back to full?
Actually, as it happens, I do. First, I have
Yes!
to look at the screen.
Jeez!
So let's just turn on Infinite Life here really quick. Come on.
What happens if you have infinite life but you auto-die?
Well, let's find out. For funsies.
Why is your trash can cover up?
Because it was the only thing I had that was the right height to put that up there. Oh, it still kills you. If you have infinite health, it still kills you. That's great.
So I should have.
Hello, cat?
One of the children open the door and then shut the door.
Yep. I mean, again, I've seen people beat this game without cheats because speedrunners exist. I'll show you one of them while we're doing the audit. 17 minutes. If you can believe it. You're probably thinking, oh wow, they must use skips and tricks. No.
No, it's just that short of a game.
Yeah, as with so many games in this era, it was just a short game. It was a bullcrap game, but it was short. What?
Is that how you're making it through?
Yeah. Pause. Save. Pause. Like, my favorite example, that's Ninja Gaiden, which is like a 15-minute game.
And that's why.
And that's why. Which is like a 15-minute game. And you wouldn't know it. Like, how many of you in chat have beaten Ninja Gaiden? First of all, at all. But second of all, in 15 minutes.
Because he only had 1 health, and it didn't occur to him that he could restart at the boss save and then do the cheat.
No, there's no boss save, really. I mean, I see what you mean. I could, like,
You
bounce
had to
over
save
here.
at the boss, yeah.
Okay, so...
I thought it had a graphic for infinite health.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so infinite health. There we go. Okay.
You know, with infinite health on, you could probably just sit under the boss.
Well, it's funny you say that because I'm pretty sure her instant kill still instant kills.
Never mind.
I'm gonna just have this memorized at this point. Jesus. Whoop. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, shoot. I changed my axis. Okay, I think I seem to be fine. There we go. Okay. Save. Now that we are invincible.
Yeah, one of the children let him in.
Your phone's up here, though, if you didn't notice that.
I didn't. I assumed it was in the bed that I had just walked off and left it in the room.
I mean, if you don't need it, don't need it. I just was keeping mental track of it.
I don't have any pockets. I had to name my cat Pocket because I don't have pockets. Because I am a person that has
Yeah, by the way,
no use for pockets, apparently, according to the fashion industry.
in case you missed that, she has a suction attack, which she uses almost immediately after she takes damage. Please think about that sentence for a second.
And the only way for her to take damage this time is to knock her jaw off?
Yep, you have to physically knock her jaw, and she has way too much health. Like, if you're paying attention, her eyes don't actually have that much health. Not really. And you can just spam the sonar attack on that. I love how you can knock her jaw off, and she's just like, no, I'm fine. Okay, so for those of you who have never played this game before, I'm going to go ahead and ask you a question now, okay? We're going to knock off her jaw at a certain point in this fight. She will not be dead. We have to do more damage to her. So that's like phase 3. What do you do to damage her after you have knocked off her jaw? Dang it. Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of good answers here. I'll show you it when we get there. I've already knocked out her eyes. That was the first phase. You shut off the game and smash the cartridge. You know? Yeah. Can someone do me a weird favor? What is the most gameplay negatives we've ever given a game?
A bunch.
Like what's at the bottom of the list? Oh, did we do it? Okay, we knocked off her jaw. Okay, we knocked off her jaw. Phase 3. So you notice she's just kind of hovering there now.
Guess how you kill her?
That's right. You go into the thing that would instantly kill you at any other point in time.
Don't accidentally swim out of the boss lair. Wait, did she die?
Yeah.
That fast?
Yeah. Her phase 3 is a joke. The big thing is like figuring out that you need to jump into the instant death area to kill her. Because that is the most logical thing to do. In a fight where you're actively encouraged to be as cautious as possible because you don't want to do the machine again. Yeah, but you can die instantly during that phase.
What face? The knocker, the fly into her maw face?
Yeah.
You mean by accidentally running into one of her teeth?
Mm-hmm. Or getting smushed because, like, she'll let you saw how she was going down. She can catch you there because she has collision.
Hello?
And just smush you down. Your song will echo throughout the vast ocean.
Tomorrow's a half day.
Okay. That makes sense.
For the little.
Thank you, Echo.
The middle little.
But not the big little.
The big?
Mm-hmm. We will sing of you forever.
Because you just died to another dolphin running into you.
You have saved us. You are great. Except it was spelled ... So, you're great is how that would be said usually. Trailing,
well,
you know?
not back then. Remember, ellipses back then denoted a pause.
Do you think the Vortex are destroyed? No, they're not. There's a second game. And there's going to be a third game.
What?
Yeah, the third game was going to be... So I'll just spoil this now for you, because the third game was never made. Can't imagine why. In the planned third game, you would actually join the Atlanteans in the war against the Vortex.
Can you imagine having to lead the pod?
Yeah.
In that as part of like the end game.
Mm-hmm. And if you screw it up, you have to do the machine again.
Because that's the last save point.
Because that's the last save point. That was painful.
I don't know that you can call this an actual win, Mook.
But yes, is the answer to your question.
He cheated his way to the end.
Yep.
With infinite health.
Yeah. No shame, by the way. None. So...
Apparently, you were wrong.
Oh.
There is a third game. You were thinking of the fourth game.
Oh. I mean, sure.
That's not any better.
I've never heard of Defender of the Future talked about as a third game, that's why. But I'm not a fan of the franchise, so I'm the wrong person to ask anyways.
Is it its own thing? Did it come on its own disc?
I don't know.
In its own box?
I don't know. Like I said. I know
It's a reboot.
It's a reboot. Okay. Special thanks. Anyways, the game that never came out is the one I'm talking about, because there was actually a fairly lengthy interview about it, which I did read, by the gentleman who made the series, the Hungarian gentleman, who said, "I hate joy and life and children."
I hate the joy in life and children.
He can't... See, here's the funny thing. That is less of an exaggeration than it sounds like. So, yeah, we did it.
Sega of America.
All right, so get off my screen. All right. I promised you a speed run.
That he is not completing.
No. We're gonna go up here. So, do you want the task or the speed run first?
That sounds like a vote.
I mean, it's a first. I'm gonna show you both because I still need to do the audit.
Speed run.
I'm seeing speed run.
4 times 4.
Okay, so we're gonna mute this because obvious. This is by the Mighty Bill. The YouTubes. Looks like we're already the right size too.
Can you get your paperwork done before?
Yep, this is the race. Okay, get rid of that. Pull out the audit sheet.
Okay, he's starting. Ready?
But obviously not.
Set. Go!
Okay, so the story audit will be really quick and easy.
It's bad!
No, the story's fine. Actually, the story's pretty good. The gameplay audit, that's going to be a thing.
There's no outro. Oh, wait, no, there was an outro. You talked to the thingies.
Yeah. And they were like, hey. Okay, so it's a 2D platformer. So here he is. He's zooming around, doing his thing. He's very happy about this. He gets to play Ecco. Isn't that just the best possible reward? Here's my platformers. Oh my god.
No, there are no gameplay positives.
I might come up with one during the audit. That's what the audit's there for. One of the reasons the audit's there for.
You can cheat.
You can cheat. That's true.
That's positive.
Nothing anywhere indicates it, and there's nothing telling you how to do it, and it's functionally not a part of the game because it's debug mode. But you can cheat.
But you can cheat.
Okay, so brickwork got 1 positive. I was only really impressed with the C area. Everywhere else was just kind of eh.
No, we were impressed with the machine because it had the foreground background and they moved at different rates.
That's true, but that's under the outro.
That's not an outro, that's part of the game.
Yeah, which is part of the outro.
The game is not the outro. The outro is after you've finished.
So, my sister and I run into definition discussions all the time. Basically constantly.
Because he does not use the literal definition for anything.
It's true. I don't. And she is a very literal-minded person. So
I'm autistic.
This is something that we have run into many times. I'm giving a plus to the plot.
So did you enjoy your 20-minute conversation with the random door-to-door salesman?
Outro.
His manager talked me out.
It's fine. I understand. Conversations are a thing. I do like this song.
I think the stream would have enjoyed hearing about it. I only need one.
It was over my arm. They probably think, wow, this is really good music. Yeah, it's from the version of the game we didn't play, so the game doesn't get credit for it. No pluses for music.
Why is he swimming through the rock? How is he swimming through the rock?
That's an extremely good question. I don't know is the obvious answer.
He's cheating.
I mean, he's glitching.
Yeah, I know. This is a skip. We're at 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Why is there a duck?
That is a good question. It's platypus. It's for platy.
Okay. Did you have your pineapple, whatever the fuck?
I
I
don't.
forget what it's called. Fanta.
Yes. Yes, I did. That took me a second to process, but yes.
It is cheating. It's just built in.
Fun fact, definitions on what cheating is or isn't has been the bane of speedrunning for all of speedrunning's existence. That's why we have different categories for runs. Guys, I gave this game 61 negatives to level design.
61 levels?
No.
I like this. Padding is awful. Padding. This.
This is alphabetized, so this is actually out of order.
Yeah, I know, but it's funny that.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's see, hang on. Is there any other game I've given that many level negatives to? There's quite a few pretty bad games in terms of level design.
I saw a 20-something.
Yeah, there's a 70 in Daggerfall. And Sticker Star is 42. Age of Empires 1 was 40.
How many levels did those have?
Less than those numbers.
But less than the numbers of this one?
Yeah. Except for Age of Empires 1. That is way too many stages.
Oh, he made it to the time
Yeah,
machine.
he's already time traveling. Jesus Christ. I was counting the level thing, so I've lost track. He's going too fast.
You're gonna...
He's gonna win.
Wait, did you just get rid of one?
No, I was just throwing this up. Yeah, no, we're just talking level design, J. Palmer.
Level encounter really sucks. Level encounter, so that also sucks. Level encounter, so that sucks. Level encounter, so this sucks. Level encounter, this.
My sister is amused.
It's really fun to read the things. It's like, it starts off level encounter, also on the tunnel, down past, it's hard to read that with it highlighted.
Well, there. I gotta move on to the next category.
Level prime op. Well, this one doesn't have any fun things. You typed all of this out already.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. Level terrain. Screw this tunnel.
There you go. Terrain.
Level terrain. So lots of text. Level terrain. There is the juking.
Junking would be appropriate, honestly. Then there's the juking. Then there's the link. Then there's the links.
First, let's talk about the auto scroller itself.
Yeah, this is hysterical. He's already he's already.
The rest of the stage is merely bad game design.
It's true.
Also, remember no checkpoints. Screw up and start all over. Also, control issues. Also, don't even get me started on the octopus segment. There's an octopus segment?
Oh, yeah.
And remember, each time you die, you start over again. Isn't that a double? Or did you just die again and get pissed off at it?
Possibly. Where are you putting it?
So you have, also remember, no checkpoints. Screw up and start over is number 6, and then number 9 is a repeat. Die and start over, die and start over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different levels.
But that's still the same game.
Yeah.
Oh! In all red. Level. Great stuff. Level. Way great. Great way to start things off. Level. Oh! It's gone.
No, it isn't.
Oh.
I actually left it just so you could read it.
Yeah, I know, but it moved. Oh, also good luck maneuvering the rocks around thanks to the wonky physics. Sucks. Level. then massive no air segment. The whole thing is in water. There's no air. Wait, you're a dolphin. How do you do all water and no air? Dolphins have to breathe.
There are air recovery spots, and then there's huge sections of the game which have no air in them. So you are on a timer. There's no air in the machine, but literally right before you get to the machine, you get an infinite air upgrade. Right before. And you know the only reason they put that in was because they couldn't figure out how to put air spots
Now
in the
go
machine.
deep water again. Nothing's changed. Okay, then you have to do City of Forever again. Thank God there's a skip button. But if you don't know that, the skip is there, then guess what? You get to do those four awful, awful jumps all over again. Only he said it. He's using ellipses, not for sarcasm, but for pauses here. And I read, you get to do those 4 awful, awful jumps all over again.
Is awful. This.
Padding is awful. This. A constant issue. And it's...
It's. I see no issue here.
And it's...
Yeah.
was the complete thought.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No days. You didn't do this for 2 days. You started it today. Didn't you?
No, I started last night.
Okay.
I swear. Let me. Now you're gonna make me double check that.
I thought you started it today.
Yes, Secta.
You told me you
Tuesday.
thought you were going to get to it yesterday.
I did, and I did. It was Tuesday. I was right. Yay. So he's in the tube. He's in the tunnel. He's doing the middle strat that I accidentally did into. So we've done the boring audit. Now time to do the real audit.
Yeah, but it does look like it's just the end.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And now he's not in the middle.
Yeah. Okay, so let's audit the story. Let's see. So we had the animations were excellent. The tone. There was lots of Babylon 5 effect. The background lore was fantastic. The banter between the dolphins was amazing. There were so many different branching narratives. The camera work was phenomenal. The characters, who could forget Big Blue? Asperite.
No, he's swimming. Apparently, can swim behind those things.
He's glitching it. That's what that is. He's doing the glitch thing. Maybe with the rest. Cat, what are you doing? Get out of here.
He's in here.
No, stop being in here. Oh, Pteranodon. There we go. Excuse me. So that's just, yeah. The Pteranodon was so good. What?
I fed him chicken.
I hope he liked it.
He didn't eat it. He sniffed at it, and it was not.
Okay, here we go.
food.
Here's him in the machine. So this is a world record, so he's going to succeed in one run. But, like, I don't even know. So obviously I'm being facetious. I don't think, like, any of this applies. I'm going to do my due diligence, though.
I like him. Maybe if I push my nose against the screen,
It'll go a little
it will go faster.
Yeah, did you notice, by the way, it took him 11 minutes to reach the last stage, and the whole run is 17 minutes. Auto-scrollers, am I right?
Patience.
Also, if you screw up at all, your entire run's over.
How did he kill that alien from behind?
I don't know.
Do the echoes bounce off of things? No, they go through them.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they completely ignore terrain.
That's not how echoes work.
Yeah, they also can't find hidden passageways. Echolocation cannot... Just think about that for a second.
Oh, he took damage.
Yeah, but he regens in this...
Zone.
Yeah. So that's 205. $9.53 hours.
Echo Stage 5, the Lagoon, worst stage.
It's for the LGAs. Speaking of which, don't forget to nominate stuff for the LGAs. Exclamation mark LGA gets you the nomination list. Okay, so gameplay.
Yes, this is auto-scrolling, Mook.
Yeah, there's the 4 jumps. Stage 5. And there's the machine. Yeah, Starfield was pretty easy to play.
Bored.
Yeah, he's bored. He's just... Starfield was pretty easy and smooth to play. It's an BRPG. Generally speaking, those don't tend to be
here's the
frustrating
juke
to play.
one.
Yep, that's the worst juke right there. It's the only juke I remember because it's so horrible. Especially if you don't know what's coming. And you're just like, oh, crap! Oh. I already get the negative. Okay.
There was a backtracking because you had to do
There was
if you didn't know about
backtracking.
the skip.
You're absolutely right.
You had it in there already.
This is a general one. Just because there's several sections where you have to basically redo a puzzle because you have to go grab air. Because if you don't have air in this game. I don't care that we're playing a mammal. It's still bad game design. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing Prince of Persia, everyone. I'm not doing a third stream tonight.
Because he has to help me move furniture and boxes.
And I still hurt pretty hard, so I'm probably going to lay down after I do that.
Congrats! You're stuck in a tube. Oh, never mind. I guess we're going to let you loose.
I guess.
That one at least didn't have, like, any other places where it looked like you could go.
Mm-hmm. So you mean about 5 seconds, right, Von Falkenstein? Yeah, who would do a glitchless % run of Ecco the Dolphin?
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
Oops! I accidentally... Fuck. I tripped into this one frame on accident.
Oh, wow.
Now we're glitched.
Not really, no, J. Palmer. We're sort of playing it by ear, but generally speaking, no.
Early game!
Doesn't really apply here.
There's an early game, though.
There is.
The whole first half of the game, and then this stage.
It's true. Yeah, Ecco has been smoking a pack a day for years.
That's why he got left behind. They didn't want an imperfect specimen.
What?
That's why he got left behind.
Oh, of course. That would mean he wouldn't be an acceptable food source.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody made an octopus.
Oh my god, Kennex killed me an octopus.
How did you do that?
It's multiple emotes.
I know that. Why is there just random center segment of emote? Also, where are the other 6 legs?
Okay, so here's the boss. So J. Palmer says to remove the air mechanic, you need to be a fish. What fish do you make it? Shark! Make it a shark! It's such an obvious pick.
Water right behind me. Sharks?
Shark is easy because... Wow, he almost got eaten there. Because it is the correct choice.
But sharks aren't as smart as dolphins.
Oh, wow, I didn't know you could actually ram the head. Huh. And...
I'm trying to get out of it. I'm
Oh my
trying so
god,
hard.
look at how close he is to the timer. Look at... Oh, look at that. 7 seconds faster. World record. Congrats, dude. Alright, so here's the task. So let's kill the music. Let's kill the music. Let's kill the music. Let's kill the... Where's the music? Ah! Ah! Okay, there. Little lower.
Okay, what is this one?
This is the TAS.
What's TAS?
Tool-assisted speedrun. And yeah, this is actually longer. I'm guessing based on context clues. It's probably because it doesn't have some glitches that the other one did. This is the fastest task. I checked today. So that means speedrunners have passed tasks. And you know why? It's because the taskers stopped having interest in a game to run it. It's the same reason that always happens. Okay, so there's that stage.
So what does a tool-assisted run? What do they do?
God, where do I start with explaining that?
How does a tool help you? Also, why are we killing the jellyfish?
Okay, so at its most fundamental level, a tool-assisted run is programmed rather than played. So you say, on this frame, do this input. On this frame, do
It
this
takes a
input.
long fucking time.
It took me years to make the tasks I have produced, yes. Actual
Right.
real-life years. It's crafting. And it takes a long time, a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of research. Notice he's doing this weird backwards thing. I've actually seen players do that, too. I don't know if the other guy was doing that. Where you can just get by keys by zooming in a direction, turning around, and letting your momentum carry you through.
Why is he shooting the rock down?
Because he has to. He actually cannot go down through that current without the rock there.
Why?
Because the game was designed by Hungarians who hate gaming.
Oh.
And us.
So the tassers were like, fuck it, I'm done with this?
Yeah. In fact, here, let's just pull this up real quick here. Yeah, this submission... It should be timestamped somewhere. I'm missing it. Where is it? The submission. Whatever. The timestamp on the video that was recorded of the submission is 4 years ago. So nobody has done any task work on this game for 4 years. For a bit of contrast, this was only 2 years ago. That's actually still damning that the world record is from a run done 2 years ago.
Impossible to improve upon this.
I mean, this is hilarious, by the way. This is basically impossible with human input, what he's doing right here.
Ka-dong, 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 ka-dong. I'm really fast, the sharks cannot fetch me.
It's true.
Nom nom nom. No. You're working. That's the rule. No.
I mean, I'm just doing the audit.
It's still working. No. I understand.
That jump is so bullcrap, by the way. That took me, what, 10 minutes to do that? Something like that.
Do you have to stay there while it goes boo 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 boo?
Mm-hmm. Also, this section where you're going down to the blue well and then back up, you have no air. This is another no air section. You have to go all the way down to the blue well and then all the way back up on one air bubble. Now, he's doing it just fine, of course, because he has perfect reflexes. But, like, just imagine that for a second.
This is a computer.
Yeah. I mean, it's programming, but yeah. Yeah, I imagine we won't see the 4 jumps. I'm kind of sad about that, because it would be amusing to see a tasker just destroy the 4 jumps.
You go faster while going woo 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 woo.
I mean, I have to assume you do, otherwise there's not a lot of reason you would be doing it.
Bored.
True.
He's spending 4 years writing the code for this.
I mean, this probably wouldn't be a 4-year. This is probably like a month game.
We'll see if you can beat it then.
No. I have 1,000 other things to do that are more worthwhile my time.
Hello, Alejandro. Alejandro and Yuta together is a very interesting combination.
A no glitch task. Wow. Yeah, we just need to put racing stripes on the Dolphin. Oh, is he glitching again? No? What's he doing? Oh, yeah, there we go. Just skip the entire level. Just skip the entire level.
How?
By going through the door.
He glitched through the door?
Yeah. Didn't get the key, didn't do the side puzzle, didn't have to do the secondary thing. He just glitched the door. And what he just did there is
Hope
insane.
you don't lose the rock.
Oh my god.
Ow. I like Rex. No! I mean, no! Jesus Christ. I do like Noom better.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cat.
I know. I hate that sensation.
Of him running
Yeah.
underneath your feet.
It's like a bug is crawling on my legs. Yeah, like that. Except that doesn't feel like that at all.
No, it's like the thing on your knee.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go, like that.
Yeah.
Yes, Pocket, I understand that you exist.
It's a very long, fuzzy bug that says,
It's true.
"Why are you being carried around by a pterodactyl?
His-
How the fuck did you end up in prehistoric times?
We time traveled.
Why? Did he just swim through a volcano?
Yeah. He's about to swim through another, or he's gonna glitch the game out. That's cool. You can do that too. Whatever, I guess. Who needs physics? Needs 7. 27 negatives to outro, everybody.
Hi, Pocket.
I mean, we're past it now on Falcon Time, but yeah, no surprise. Nobody's gonna do the 4 jumps. Machine is the final stage. Final stage is, by definition, outro.
How did he skip the jumps if it was a glitchless run?
I skipped the jumps too, if you remember. There's a side teleporter where you just complete.
You skipped the jumps on the way back, not the one on the way in.
Yeah, but I didn't. I skipped on the way in too.
How?
The same skip. I couldn't do it. I tried for an inordinate period of time to the point where my hand was hurting, and finally just used the skip. That I didn't know existed until DZ Maven showed up and said, "Hey, there's a skip," and I'm like, "What?" Explain. Yeah, it was about half an hour. My thumb hurt. I can Q-stap an entire bug species from its ticks.
No, mosquitoes.
No, ticks.
Mosquitoes.
Ticks.
Mosquitoes are way worse. They carry so many, like, they're so much harder to deal with. Right? Ticks are bad, and they carry, like, Lyme disease some of the time. But mosquitoes are everywhere, and they kill millions of people every year.
Are we assuming that whatever we get rid of, magically its place in the ecosystem is compensated for? Because I was assuming that's not true.
Mosquitoes don't have a place in the ecosystem.
Bats.
Yeah, bats can eat other bugs. They don't just eat mosquitoes.
So, I don't know if you know this. There are current ongoing studies about the relevance of mosquitoes to the ecosystem.
Did he just die? What is this? What is happening?
This is the boss, which he just bullcrapped. In fact, I want to see that again because I missed it because I looked away for 5 seconds. So he's bullcrapping the door, as you do. That is... Oh my god. That is so terrible. I hate everything.
How did he do it? I don't understand what's happened.
Even watching the successful boss fight, it's hard to tell what's going on. You have to hit the same color of ball. Nope, get off my bed.
Pocket, down. Get down. 1, 2. I will put you out this room. Good boy.
So you have to hit the same color of ball 4 times in a row. Can't be the same ball. Has to just be the same color ball. If you screw up at any point in time, then you have to start over from scratch. Also, it's really easy to die because his entire body is a hurt box.
I love you, my cat understands. He knows the tone, and I was doing the fingers. So he's recognized that when I get here, bad things happen.
Also, if you die on that
Pattern
box...
recognition. Animals have pattern recognitions. He may not understand what a 1 is, but he understands that, you know, if I get past... He responds the same way the toddler does. They stop before I get to 3, 90% of the time.
Hey, guys. Replayability.
You can replay it as many times as you want to, especially if you die. Go back to the beginning of the machine.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can give a negative for replayability. I don't think it qualifies. He's just showing off. What?
That's what you have stage select.
That's true. That's
How many times did you replay the machine?
We don't answer that question.
Because we didn't play it through the first time. So I'm watching.
I'm kind of watching. It's out of the corner of my eye.
He's not killing them.
No, he's...
Yep, okay, so there's 1, 2,
He's just playing around.
3. Nope, we could have gone through
No,
that
that
one.
one... Yeah, that one's fine. I know there's like another
There's
one
2.
at some point.
Nope, we're into this stage.
I swear there's... I might be wrong. He might already be past it. Yes, that's my foot cat. And you're not allowed up on me. Off, 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 off.
Pocket, get down. No, he's past the point where they are.
I think you're right.
There were 2. Oh, no, there was a meat grinder there.
Oh, never mind. I knew there was one more. That
But
might
it was
be
on
the
the side, it wasn't in the middle.
Oh,
We're
okay.
still just at
Never
2.
mind then. Never mind. Never mind.
Tutorialization. There is none. Figure it out.
Yeah. You'll grab the manual.
How many games have you had that exact note on?
Well, let's see. Kojin Sword of Rewind probably had one. Ace Combat 4 probably had one. Oxygen not included. I've given a few tutorialization negatives. But it's usually games that came out in the 80s and 90s.
Why do you have... If there's no tutorial... So, tutorialization would be bad tutorial, no tutorial, right?
Yeah, so a no tutorial is just... Okay, it's all dependent, right? It's all dependent on the circumstances.
No, so how can you determine what those are just by scrolling across them?
So generally speaking, and this is presumptive, if I give one negative, it's for this kind of a situation. So, for example,
So
I
if
misspoke
it has a
earlier.
-1.
Like Ace Combat 4 at a -3 probably actually had actively bad tutorialization as opposed to just figured out, right?
You know that. Those were attached to me stuff.
They were. Get here, cat. Get him.
What? Okay. Being hailed.
Okay. So yeah, now the Taz is bored, so he's going to do whatever he wants to with the side scroller, auto scroller. I'm up to the T's in the audit, and I haven't come up with a single gameplay positive yet. Oh, right, that's what it was, but look at him. Look at him. I will once again throw egg on my own face. I fully anticipate... I said this multiple times. I said this before we even started the game. I anticipated the game would actually score fine until we got to the machine. Not counting the city, because everyone knows the city is bullcrap. But I thought it was going to be like decent city, and then decent the machine. And that's what I was expecting. Not this. Now, I had a thought, Rex. So you know that recently I've had some people mention that they liked this game. And when I pushed them on the matter, every single one of them was actually playing the Sega CD version. Including my brother-in-law. And you know where I'm going with that. I wonder how much of a difference that makes. Because, yeah, Better controls, actual mid-mission checkpoints. I forget the whole list. Rax gave me a whole list. In fact, here, I'll just pull it up on my phone super quick. Here we go. So, a couple new stages, better sound. So, the music was way better. We've actually heard that as we go through. Better sound effects, so that's a negative removed. There's the FMV thing. Enemy design was improved. That was the other big one. Enemy design is improved. Glitches and bugs improved. And then, obviously, actually adding checkpoints. That, by itself, would unironically change the score up a decent amount. He's just... Oh yeah, it's a CD. Yeah, he's just... Even with the elongated time, this game was still shorter than Third Birthday. Now, having said that, that was a bit of an estimate, and there's some math involved in presuming some of that. I'm pretty sure without save states, without any form of save stating whatsoever, we'd still be playing this game at the end of tomorrow, which is just not worth anybody's time. It's the weirdest spread I've ever seen. That is the strangest spread I've ever seen. Thank you very, very much, Jay Palmer. Give me a moment. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh god. Oh god. So it's going towards Sky Odyssey. Secret weapons over Normandy and Halo. What was Metroid 1's score? Can someone look that up really quick, please? Oh, by the way, Ross, I know you were mad about my negative commentary on Metroid 1. This game is so much worse than Metroid 1. Could even obtain. Like, it could even believe in achieving. Negative 120. Sounds about right. And done. Time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, Ecco the Dolphin. Very unique game. Interesting game. Very memorable. That is +5 to story, which, believe it or not, puts it pretty high on the average for 2D platformers. That is half of a positive per hour and a story ratio of 100%. Gameplay is negative 122. That's a new record, by the way, for 2D platformers. That might be a new record total. I'm not actually sure. In fact, let me just actually double check something here really quick. Nope. It is still beaten by Sticker Star, which makes sense. Sticker Star is worse. Yeah, so negative 122. That is, and I want to stress this for a moment, 12.8 negatives per hour. 12.8 negatives an hour. And a ratio of 0%. Last I checked, we have had one other game that has had a 0% ratio on the gameplay. That's Quest 64. Oh, and Yumenuki. Actually forgot about that. Uh, hang on. Wasn't ready. No! I'll put that towards the expansion I can't remember the name of right now. Xenoblade 3 and Xenoblade X. Thank you very, very much, Norman, as always. The furthest down a ratio can go is 0. The ratio is how many points a game has given is positive. It is impossible for that to be below 0, and for that matter, it's impossible for it to be above 100. It is 0 to 100. Yeah, I'm staring at that ratio like, wow, that is bonkers to look at. I'm in shock, really. Hang on, I'm checking something really quick. If the guessing sheet isn't locked, oh well. I have not considered that Sub-Zero. No. Let me circle back to that. So final golden number. Negative. I know, try to be shocked. $300. Honestly, I could stop right there. I could just stop right there. Negative 317.52. I even double checked my math on that one because I wasn't sure, but which means our winner is ooh, hang on. I'm not sure what our winner is. Hang on a second. That's kind of close. .33, 9.33, 9.33, 9.33. It is Czar by like 0.5. It is a very highly dense, badly game, and yeah. Didn't beat Third Birthday, and actually I stand by that. This is not as bad of a game overall as Third Birthday, because Third Birthday's story is gutter trash, and offensive, and gross. But yeah, so that means Czar wins by half. It's, oof. Actually, unironically, yeah, Lunarith. So congrats, Czar. I'll put that towards Hi-Fi Rush, 999, and Xenoblade 2. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna garbage tag that. Never play this game unless you're gonna play the Sega CD version. Never, ever play this game. Now hang on. I gotta see something. So let's say that the story is magically, I don't know, like as bad as Third Birthday. Let's do something reasonable, right? So let's just say the story got a negative 63. Right? So adjust this and adjust this. Oh my god. I want to stress that I am not making this up when I say that the game's score would be negative 666 on the dot. No decimals. Actually made by Satan. Who knew? That would surpass Starfield and Secret of the Stars, if it were true. And that would, yeah, that would be a new floor. It, of course, is not, so let's adjust that back. There we go. Oh. Can I just add one last thing here really quick? Normally I like to be as tolerant and understanding and everything. It's gone. Sorry, I don't remember what it was. Screw this game. This game, a lot of games we cover that score kind of badly, I'll use Metroid 1 as an example, are games that were experimental, or by people who didn't know what they were doing, or were like having issues like in the development pipeline, or were being sabotaged, or ran out of budget, or literally the technology wasn't there. We've played a bunch of games over the last 3 months that have all fit in those categories. This game was deliberately this bad. There are elements of game design that you can tell were very deliberate in what was placed where, like the spike in that ice level, or the spike in the oxygen section after the lengthy section, or everything to do with where the crushers show up out of the terrain. So if you don't know they're coming, they're going to get you your first time, and stuff like that, right? There are everything about the octopus, which was also in a no air section, by the way. And you were on the timer of the stars. So you're on the timer of the stars, you're on the timer of the low air, and you have to deal with the octopus who attacks you if you go too fast. That's hostile. Screw this game. The fact that you have to do an optional side quest to gain the ability to have a janky way in order to remove enemy respawns. And it doesn't work every time, because that's what jank means. I don't know why I'm repeating myself. And then there's the 4 jumps, which I never did. And then there's the machine. And you know how... Hang on. I don't want to get all political, but you ever see something where someone does something absolutely wild, crazy, insane, and evil, and then you're like, oh my god. And then they do something like slightly worse, and the reaction is kind of more subdued to it. Because, you know, there's only so much reacting we can do. Like that, yeah, you get a little desensitive. The final boss, if you die on the final boss, you go back to the beginning of the machine. I feel like that sentence by itself says everything it needs to about this game, right there. There is a specific load point for the final boss. There is a passcode for the final boss, and that's important because that means from a programming perspective, there is a checkpoint there. The level is a separate entity. They had to go out of their way. They had to go out of their way to design a separate loop back to send them to the previous checkpoint rather than the one they were actually at. That is hostile design. Screw this game. Yeah, and you don't get the final boss code until you already beat it. Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke at our expense. It's malevolence. And Ecco 2 is not vetoed. I'm not going to veto Ecco 2. I'm actually curious about Ecco 2 at this point. Because, like, it can't possibly be worse, right? Like, there's no way. There's no way. Like, I trust Ross enough to trust that Ecco 2 is not the 5th worst game we've ever reviewed. I think it's 5th. Hang on, let me double check that. So it's what, 317? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Yeah, it would be our new 5th. This game is worse than Devil May Cry 2, and I stand by that. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing the MS-DOS version of Prince of Persia. A game I have never beaten.